you someone that stays up late at night, or do you wake up early in the morning? I'm curious to get your feedback. I'm curious to see how you operate. And I wanted to share a little bit about how I used to do things, how I do things now, what I think is better. But at the end of the week, there's only so many hours in the week, right? And we're trying to get as much done as humanly possible to be productive and balance our time between work and family and personal stuff and all of that. And people often ask me, they say, how do you get so much stuff done? Or they're impressed with the fact that we've built so much stuff out, that I practice full time in my clinic, and then we also help all these chiropractors and we build out more content inside of Move Now University. And people are always asking, how do you do it? And really the secret to doing it kind of comes down to this one quote that I just read in Jocko's book. If you haven't heard of Jocko Willink, 15-year retired Navy SEAL, he's got a book called Discipline Equals Freedom, Field Manual. I would recommend picking it up. But he talks about when you want to just do something, like this whole idea of why people don't get stuff done, it's because of procrastination more than anything, and time management. And how do you do it? You just do it, first off. So you just do it. But there's also some other wisdom that he shares of things that I've been following for a long time now, and that is I wake up really early in the morning and I try to go to bed at a decent time. I used to do this the other way around. I used to work and stay up late till about 2 in the morning. So I did that many times up till 2, like minimum midnight, but usually 2 in the morning. I'd wake up at like 6:30, 7 o'clock, and then I'd get ready real quick, and then I'd go to the clinic to see patients. And I did that for a while, and I was actually more tired. I felt like I got less done. I was nodding off and falling asleep as I was working. And this is like doing video editing and content creation and coming up with programming and just different stuff as we've built out Move Well University. Move Now University is what it is now. And so anyway, I switched that over. I switched it over several months ago, and part of the catalyst to switching over to was that I built out a home gym in my garage. And I did that so I could film videos for Move Now, but also so I could work out and not have to waste time driving to and from the gym. And I wasn't really working out consistently, so I knew that was lacking in my life. And so now I'm on a routine, and my routine is as follows. Wake up at anywhere between 4:30 to 4:40 a.m. Get ready, basically get a big cup of water. I have this organic cold drip coffee that I drink in the morning, blended with coconut oil. And then I step out in my garage, do some cardio, and warm up. And then I work out, like do weightlifting. I do a couple of kettlebell type exercises mixed into my routine each week. I'm done by about, 6:30, and then shower, have a good breakfast, get changed, and then head to the clinic. That's worked really well for me because I feel good all day long. I know I've got my workout in. I wake up early. I'm not staying up super late. So then what happens that night, I'm trying to go to bed before 10. And I'm usually pretty tired, so I can go to bed before 10 pretty easily. I'm not tired like at 9:30, but when I lay down in bed, I have no problem falling asleep. Fall asleep, start over again. And I try to maintain that 7 days a week. I try not to sleep in on Saturday and Sunday. So it's Saturday today, and I'm driving over to the clinic right now to meet Brandy, who's actually watching this right now. How's it going, Brandy? I'll be there soon. And Brandy is our office manager at the clinic. She's meeting me at the clinic this morning. We're filming from 7 to 11 a.m. because we have 23, 24 videos that we need to film, because this last final swoop that we're doing inside of Move Now University is filling in all the little gaps, all the little things that we've had doctors have their own systems, or maybe they asked us questions about, and we never built this out in the past. Like, for example, a screen capture of how we actually go through and enter an exercise note updated. It's something we did a long time ago, but but actually taking the exercise card and going through and explaining it and doing a screen capture and talking through it. That's stuff we're gonna do today. As far as how we go through and use our insurance verification form, as far as how do we pre-qualify a potential new patient and talk to them on the phone, and what are the steps that we do to shoot them over an email and ensure that they're going to show up and have a great experience before they even walk in the door. things like that are things that we've just never built out or documented before. But as we've been teaching these impact events and helping all these different chiropractors all over the country, those are some of the little questions that people are asking, and we're realizing that there's some little gaps that we want to fill in. So Brandy and I sat down and we talked through this a couple weeks ago, and we built out like a list of 23, 24 videos that need to be put together. So this morning we got 4 hours. It's 7:01 a.m. right now, so of course I'm a little fashionably late. So that is something that I am trying to work on, is I'm always about 5 to 10 minutes late. I feel like I can always get one more last thing in before I leave, and so it always bites me, and partially because I know that I have a team that I'm working with, and my team usually gets started a little bit early without me, or they consult me on the phone before I get there, so it works out. So I guess late, but it's functional. So anyway, I'm going to show up there, and then Brandy and I are going to get stuff set up. We're going to strategize on what we're going to film this morning. We got 4 hours to work with, 23, 24 videos. I think a good goal with this, Brandy, I think 15 videos. I think we can get 15 topics covered. We're just going to go back to back to back. We're going to have audio recording, we'll have video recording. I'll do a simple edit, sync them up, get these uploaded into Move Now University as soon as we can, hopefully before the end of the weekend. And then Kaylee is working on some other things as far as helping us rebuild our Success Launch Manual, which is a step-by-step 12-week implementation process to put functional movement into your chiropractic practice, to integrate it in, how to train the team, how to do everything. All that stuff I've already formatted out. I've gone through with Brandy and with Kaylee, and now we're building a manual that's probably going to be about 90 to 100 pages, walking through this process. I've already built the first like 25 pages or so. And the reason that I'm covering all of this stuff, because the original question I had was, how do you operate? How do you get your stuff done? Are you happy with how much stuff you get done? Do you stay up late and work? Do you wake up early? Or are you just not getting stuff done and you operate on a 35-hour work week and you're wondering why you're still stuck in the same place you were before? Well, it's because you got to get more stuff done. You just got to work a little bit harder and realize that if you want to accomplish big things, you're not going to do it in a 40-hour work week, and that's okay. And that's not a permanent thing. It can be a temporary thing to reach and achieve a certain goal. That's where we're at right now. We're in build mode. So we are very focused, we are driven, and also too, like another side note, like I don't see this as a burden. I don't see this as a job. Like literally last night going to bed, I was excited about, man, there's going to be some cool stuff we're going to put together this morning. As I'm driving to the clinic right now, I'm excited to be able to create this stuff because I know it's going to be really impactful. And as me and Trainer Tony used to talk about, that's where all the magic happens. But a key thing that I didn't mention in this, the way you get this stuff done, and to answer the question of what people have been asking me as far as how do I get so much stuff done, and you know, like in a normal work week while I'm practicing full-time as a chiropractor and build out all this content and help all these chiropractors with coaching and helping them in their practices. How do you do it all? I don't do it alone. I do it with a great team. And so I have a very strong team. One of them on here now is Brandy watching this. She's our office manager, and she and I share a lot of the same characteristics. Like she's very hardworking, very determined, very focused. And I don't think she sees this as a job either. I think she really sees this as like a purpose and something that she has to do. When you have that shift and when you have that internal motivation of what drives you, you can enjoy the process. Even when the process is stressful, you can enjoy the process because that's really what I think that's the thing that we really enjoy in this process and yearn for is the creation process. As much as in our mind we think it's the final product and that's the thing that's going to make us so happy and that's the thing that we're striving for, it's the process. It's overcoming those little hurdles every single day and then being able to put that flag on the top of the mountain and say, cool, we made it. What's the next highest mountain now? So it's like a catch-22 of, are you ever going to get to the point where you're fully fulfilled and happy and you feel like you've reached all these goals? I think the process of developing new goals and striving to hit new goals is the true enjoyment in life, and that's what drives this whole thing. So the bigger picture to all of this, to circle back around, how do you get so much stuff done? It's because you have this internal motivating purpose and you don't see it as a chore. And as much as you might have stress in the moment, you can step aside for a second, appreciate, enjoy the process, and you can then have a little taste of success every single day, or at least most days. You got some days that beat you down a little bit, but at the end of the week, you could have more successful days than you are going to have the beat down days. Anyway, hopefully that little rant helps motivate some of you to maybe get out of a rut, helps answer some questions for some of you who are wondering how to get stuff done. And I'm not saying that we have perfection by any means. We're always trying to improve and perfect the process, but I think we have a pretty good grasp on it. And I'm almost here to the clinic. So I'm going to say over and out. Brandy, I'll see you soon. And everyone else who's been following and watching our stuff, stay posted for what we're going to have released very soon. It's very exciting. It's going to be awesome. I'm really excited to see how it all turns out. I'm sure it'll be great. So with that said, over and out.